The Culture Currency show is for those who recognize that nuance is key. We don't pretend to have all the answers, but we tackle the issues that affect the majority when speaking of Black America. Our discussions are informed by the host's personal experiences and insights, and we're always open to evolving our perspective as we gain new understanding.
This is the story of two friends from the Bronx who decided to get real, be direct, and impact Black culture. Welcome to Culture Currency, where culture is the value. Grand Rising.
Yes, good morning. Peace. Yeah.
How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. Got a lot of rest today. Did some self-care. Put everything down and said rest. My body wasn't with it today. I said, I gotta rest. So.
And I worked overtime.
Yes.
So
you gonna get your rest?
Opposite sides of the track today.
You got some other deadlines that I don't have, so.
Had to work that out.
Yeah.
But I'm just happy that I'm getting closer to the finish line. And everything's gonna be as polished as possible. So I'm
looking forward to seeing it, yeah.
Cool with it. What we talking about today?
Today we're talking about karma and whether karma is fair or not, and just really breaking it down.
Is it fair?
Yeah. We got a lot of misconceptions about it, I feel.
A whole lot?
Yeah, a whole lot, yeah.
I'm Mahogany.
I'm Ish.
And this is Culture Currency.
What culture
is the value. Before we start,
okay,
the definition kind of took me. I never took the time to actually define in real sense of definition. I never took the time to check out the definition of karma.
Right.
And it was interesting. It brought some more layers to this conversation.
Okay, good.
So karma, the sum of a person's action in this and previous states of existence, viewed as deciding their fate in future existences.
Yes, deep, right? And it makes sense because as I was looking it up, I wanted to know where it originated. So it comes from India, right? And then some of the most popular Indian religions, Hinduism and Buddhism, picked it up. And it developed more where it's talking about that, where it's not just you did something so you get it back, but it's like an internal, it's a spiritual. What you call it, a spiritual experience with it. It's not, but then when it came to the Western cultures, we simplified it and said what goes around comes around. Like we do.
We do that,
right? Exactly. So that's what happened. So, yeah.
Can we say it's another version of cause and effect or act and response?
It is. It's definitely cause and effect. It's not as immediate as like a consequence, but it is definitely cause and effect. And it happens over your lifetime without you really, but you do notice it if you're in tune to what's going on around you, but it's definitely cause and effect.
So let's start with the first question.
Okay.
The question you asked in the title.
Yeah.
Do you feel like karma is fair?
Karma is absolutely fair. Karma, and I feel like we had a conversation. You said life is fair. Right,
I was
going there, yeah. So I definitely feel karma is fair because it allows us to live in the world that we created ourselves. So whether we want to admit it, whether we want to be accountable to it, the life that we're living, we created it.
Creates our accountability.
It creates our accountability. So yes, okay, how you want to answer that? Yeah.
I love the way you did that. You killed that or whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, a lot of people like to make this statement, life isn't fair. And I always correct people, life is absolutely fair.
Right.
Because it's governed by such things as karma.
That's right.
Whatever it is that you call your source, it's there for you, right? So it doesn't work against you.
No.
The only thing that works against you is you.
It's you.
And so it can't be unfair.
Right. It can't be. I remember my first time even thinking about karma, and a few years ago I remember looking it up, and it said a lesson to be learned, and I'm like, oh, I'm thinking like, you do something and then like, you do something and then something happens, but I was questioning, why do I keep ending up in these kind of relationships? What did I do? And researching it, I said, oh, it is what did you do, but it's about the decisions that you're constantly making. You are creating this by the decisions that you are making. So that's what I did. I keep making the same decisions. So I keep getting the same experience. And that is karma.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So our experiences are there to polish us
Yes.
and polish our choices.
Right.
And if we're making the same choice over and over, it's obvious we're not getting the lesson.
Exactly.
So you got to keep taking the test
That's right.
before you can make the adjustment.
Right.
You pass it, and
Right.
make the adjustment, and then you don't have to go through that lesson. We speak about that in other shows. We haven't
Right.
put it underneath the karma umbrella.
Right.
But we've spoken about this plenty.
Right.
It's funny, the other day I got a phone call about someone, and this specific person was saying to me, karma is whooping this person's behind because of what they did to me. Right? And all I could think was, that's not how this thing
Nah,
works.
yeah, that's a
right?
consequence. Yeah, that's
That's
really,
not how this thing works.
Yeah.
And it's I think it's funny that a lot of people feel like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel like, I was good to you,
Right.
and so this is gonna happen to you,
Right.
And that's just not how karma works,
Right. I wrote
It's
a
not
note.
about. It's not specifically for you.
Right.
It's specifically for a lesson,
Yes.
right? So, yeah, you could be good to someone, and yes, they can get consequences at some stage of life,
Right.
behind what they've done. But
Right.
it comes by way of their lack of identifying, understanding where their steps are wrong.
Period.
know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Because it's not a punishment system, it's a harvest. So it's like by a person could say somebody did you wrong or did that person wrong, and then they do this person wrong and that person wrong. Now they're creating a world that they're living in. You know what I mean? And then when they reap what they sow, that is their consequence of it. It takes time for karma to hit because it's a repeated actions. You continue to do these things and becomes who you are. Now this is how you live in.
And that is because it is fair. And it's fair because it's saying, I understand that you are imperfect creatures. So you're going to fall short.
Right.
However,
right.
a constant falling short in the same space means you're making bad choices.
That's
and
right.
We need to adjust that.
That's right.
It's not no longer a mistake. It's,
Right. It's now a choice. And now this is how you're living.
Yep.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I want to know like the most telling thing, like the thing that popped up for you that was like, oh wow, this is interesting. And reading more about karma.
Well, when it said multiple lives, when it said this person in any realm of their life, like
Right.
my past version of me,
Right.
I could still be getting karma for the past version of me. I was like,
damn.
that is.
Because I
That's
believe in
interesting.
reincarnation, so that's very interesting.
I absolutely believe, because I know that if we believe that death is not the end, right? If we understand that it's just a transferring of
Right,
energy,
yep.
then we know that
Yeah.
we are alive somewhere,
Right.
doing something.
Doing something.
We don't know what that looks like,
Right.
but we understand that part. So yes, I do believe that we have multiple lives, and because we are spirits having a human experience, then it's still fair,
Yep.
right? When you getting consequences from the old version of you,
Yep.
because it's still you. It's just an older version.
Yep.
You may not remember that version,
Right.
but you were showing up this way back then.
Showing up and showing out. Doing
Back
the same
then.
thing back then.
You just keep showing up
And doing the same old
doing the
shit.
same old. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. The thing that popped out to that rang to me more, you were able to break that part down. I saw that, I was like, damn. But I like the way you put that, is the intention and behavior. So consequences, for example, I was thinking, say I, driving, not paying attention real quick and hit a child and kill him, right? More than likely, I'm going to go to jail for vehicular homicide or something like that, right? That is the direct consequence of that action. But that's not the same thing as karma.
No.
Right? Because karma also considers intention, is intention and behavior. So reading that, I'm like, oh. So when someone could be like, faking nice, or like I'm giving you this opposite, like say someone is doing, like I would help our intern right here. Say we were on the street and we said, you know what? We're going to have him work for us, sell drugs for us and all that, knowing he had a bright future. What's our intention of taking this young man off track, of doing we're going to pay for that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Absolutely.
we had ill intentions right there. You know what I'm saying? So you got to pay for your intention and your behavior. It's not just a consequence. And then it says that it's internal and self-generating, meaning we're creating it.
Well, everything is self-generated,
Yeah, right.
But we always speak of, you can fool other people, but you can't fool
Right,
yourself.
that's right, yeah.
So when you have bad intentions, you
Yeah,
know it. Like yes, we make error.
Yes.
And that's very different.
Right.
But when your intentions are off,
Yeah.
you know your intentions
Exactly.
are off. You know you're raggedy. And so
Right.
automatically there's a level of conscience that you have to deal with.
Right.
And if you don't have conscience, that's mental illness within itself.
Right.
But yeah, for the most part, most people have a conscience.
That's
and they
right.
Gotta deal with that.
And they got to deal with that, and that's good because, like, I put like for consciousness. So I put karma shows in your patterns and your relationships and in your inner turmoil. Right. So the habits and your tendencies, that's your karma.
Our engagement with others is there for a reason. It's to show us ourselves so that we can make adjustment. So I always tell my kids that voice never steers you wrong because it is source. And when source is trying to tell you to do something and you don't listen, there are consequences.
Period.
But they're not automatic.
Right.
It has to show that you're ignoring.
Yep. Time and time again. Right.
Right.
Yep.
So you get tapped.
Right.
You get pushed.
Right. Flipped
get
over.
Punched.
Right.
And then you get dropped on your head.
Right. Yep.
And throughout my life, I got dropped on my head a lot.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Because I just knew that I knew better than everything and everyone, right? And then you start to realize the carnage that you're leaving around because you're
Good
not
word.
making adjustments.
That's right.
And then life starts getting different and you're
Yep.
wondering why me?
Yep.
And then you mature and you're like, that's why me.
Right. That's why me. Yep.
And you make more adjustments and you start listening to the voice and then life becomes really cool.
Right. Yep.
And you're like, I had the key.
The whole time. Yeah, but it's hard to accept it. It's hard to pick up. That key is heavy. It isn't no little key. You know what I'm saying? That key is mad heavy.
It's not though.
Yeah. Why? When it first start or
No, it feels heavy. But the actions, if you just follow instruction,
it's not.
it's like we make life so much harder than it has to be. Like we really do. Because I remember being the younger person who's like, oh my, you don't understand.
Yeah.
All of this, yeah, it's having those emotions.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And going through all of the trials and tribulations is all a real thing. But all you had to do was make the adjustments.
And make the adjustments and not
And then
keep
you
making the
wouldn't
same mistakes.
have to go through the constant rigmarole.
That's right.
And it's easier to say in hindsight, right? Because as people, we really want to be in control of our own destiny. And so we think that when people are telling us something, they're trying to control us. But we got to be able to identify the difference between control and somebody guiding us.
That's right.
Guidance and control is
Or two
very
different things. And I think karma is a great guide.
It is.
If you're paying attention. I was just been thinking about like just different ways that I feel like I've been growing and trying to shape up, and I don't even know if the intention was really to change my world. The intention was for me to be a better me, and I want to see, and I change exactly. So in me being a better me, just paying attention, I'm like, oh, you start noticing like, oh, this person is just wanting me different. This looks different. Oh, let me keep going. This really works. As opposed to blaming people for certain things, complaining. Do your work. Do your internal work. Do your outer work, whatever it is. The source will handle the rest because you're harvesting. You planting those seeds. So do that. Yep. And it's just amazing to watch and see. It is. And you saw, it's like, oh, it really works. It really works. Yeah.
It's not magic either.
It's not magic.
It's not magic.
Yeah.
It's just how this thing goes.
That's right.
That is nature.
That's right.
Right. And a lot of people believe that karma only comes by way of negativity.
Yo, that's literally my next thought. Oh, but that's really what I was about to say. That.
Yeah,
just that.
Well,
and
many people think it comes only by way of negativity, but no, it's just a cause and effect.
That's right.
So if you're putting positive energy out there,
that's
if you're
right.
doing positive things, if your intentions are always good,
that's right.
Then things start happening.
Right.
Things start feeling like you just finished saying.
Right.
Things is feeling good. I've just tried to make sure I'm better.
Right.
And my world starts
that's
changing.
Right.
So karma is very fair.
That's right.
Because if you're doing good, it pays good.
Right, exactly.
If you're doing bad, it pays
bad. You get bad pay. I don't know. I'm sure this is from the Bible, but as you sow, so shall you reap. And that's just period. Whether it's good or bad, as you sow, so shall you reap. You sowing them straight lines or you being sloppy with your work,
You're gonna get what you put in.
Yeah, and I put something else because even though we said this a bunch of times, we read and watch and stuff, action and reaction. So that also includes your reactions, how you respond to things. I don't know why it just stood out to me when I was writing. I'm like, oh, you reap what you sow is in your action. It's not just in your, it's also in your reaction. So when things happen to you, how you responding to that.
We discussed that in the Peace Over War episode.
What we said. It makes sense, but I can't remember.
I was speaking in terms of my reactions to things, and I was like, because I recognize that my consequences come from my actions, right? So regardless of what this other person is doing,
right.
I have to be mindful of how I respond because that's where my karma comes from.
Right.
Not from what they did.
Right, it's on what you did. And actually, we just spoke about it a few minutes ago. One of our former students, who's now a full-grown adult, just gave us a call. And she did such a great job in handling the conflict.
Yeah.
But she was uncomfortable with it. But it was so fitting with this thing because she could switch her karma based on responding the way she would have years ago when she was a girl.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But now she's a grown woman, and she said, my frontal lobe has developed.
She sure said
yeah,
that.
she said that, right? So she's able to manage her emotions and understand consequences. So she handled it in a way where it's now in her favor. And the intention was good to document injustice.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Giving you a shout out.
Yeah, love you, girl. Yeah.
It always feels good to see the information that we're giving to the young people coming back to us and showing that it penetrated,
right?
And they're actually putting it to use. And it's working.
It's working. And she's changing her world because this one right here was a firecracker. Remember?
Right.
Straight up firecracker. She had the most outlandish but real stories.
But that's why she said it's good that both of us was together.
Yeah. She was like, oh, y'all both did? Oh, wait a minute. I need to talk to both of y'all.
I need to know how good I did.
Yeah. That was really good. So one thing I wrote down is like, don't take a backseat to your own life. You know what I'm saying? And that really has to do with karma. Like, don't think, the situations that, of course there's injustices, especially being a black person in America or brown person in America. You have those barriers, but we're talking about the things that are in your control, and you can't take a backseat into your own life. You know what I mean? If your credit is still bad, you're not paying your bills on time because you're not, and you got yourself evicted, or if, you went shopping now, you don't got enough food in your house, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's a bunch of different things where it's like, make different decisions so that you could have different outcomes. Don't take a back seat.
Well, yeah, all of these things all go hand in hand. We had an episode about freedom.
Yes, yep.
We had an episode about choices, and it all coincides, right? It all coincides. It all goes down. It all comes back to how we choose to govern our worlds. And how and what that world looks like at the end of it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just literally thinking about being in the back seat and someone else driving for you. Like, and you just talked about that. Yeah, visualize that, right? Yeah. The artist in us it goes there. It's like, don't let other people's actions and what they're doing and direction they trying to take you in take you there. You got to get in that front seat and drive yourself.
Boys in the Hood. Let me out this car.
Right. Yep.
Let me out this car.
Right.
This ain't for me. Let me out this car.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You got the ability to do that. You got the ability to even take over the driver's seat.
Yep.
That's your seat.
That's your seat.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I feel like you got to get tired of paying the consequence. I think you got to get tired of your own karma. Because I got tired of myself in 2025. I think December 31st was my last. December 31st at 11:59. I said, I'm done. I'm done. And by July 1st, January 1st, 12 a.m., I said, okay, I got another year to do it different. Like, all the stuff I've been struggling with.
Every minute.
Yeah.
Every minute is a reset. Like, don't even look at it as a year.
But I had to for me.
We're not promised.
I know that. That's true. But I just needed that for my own mind. For my mind is like, I do good with deadlines. So I say, yo, God willingly, start off with that. God willingly, I got a year to fix this, fix that. I want to see what I do with a solid year of changing all these things I've been struggling with all this time and see where I come out.
I love that for you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I love that for you.
I'm going to be mad Diesel.
Not Diesel. Not Diesel.
Yeah, but
like
yeah. Yeah.
I do that in smaller portions. It's like, I'm going to get this right. I'm going to do this the right way. And I'm going to make sure that the fruits of my existence shows up daily.
Yeah.
So it's a constant adjustment. I've had, like as I said earlier, I've had my moment of, and that moment was long. It was years of moment.
I love
It
that.
was years of a moment.
Yeah.
Where I was not as intentional.
Right.
I was not as focused as I
Right.
believed I was. I believed
Right.
I was focused.
Yeah. Same here.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I didn't have the understanding that I have today. And so I had to deal with a lot of karma.
Right.
And I spoke of in other shows
Mm-hmm.
how I was granted the opportunity to actually see the wreckage that I left behind. Where most people
Nice.
kind
Oh
of
yeah,
move
we talked
on.
about that. Yeah.
Most people kind of move on and they don't see
And
their
start
work.
guessing. Damn, what happened? What I did? Because you didn't see. Right.
Source was like, I guess that's a part of my
Bless
path
you.
because of
Yep.
the things that you know, my legacy and things that I need to leave into
It's
the
like she's
world.
need to see this, or she go.
Because I'll make
Oh,
the
you gonna hold
adjustment.
things up,
I'm
yeah.
someone who will make the
Right.
adjustment. And so I seen that I wasn't doing right by this world.
Right.
I wasn't doing right by some of the people.
Right.
Even though my intentions were always good.
Right.
And I guess that's also a reason I was able to get a window to it.
Yeah.
Because when your intentions are good, when you see that you did wrong,
Right.
it's like,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Now, if my intentions were exactly what turned out, then it wouldn't have did nothing to show me because I already knew what I was
Right.
doing.
Doing.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
So that experience has lent to today's version of me, who really I look at my life as an investment into positive karma.
Yes, I love it.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
The way that I deal with people,
Yeah.
the way that I do things,
Yeah.
my reactions to things.
Right.
I still I struggle just like everyone else.
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I mean? But I'm intentional with that.
I'm glad that you just said that, because even though you can know things, but it's really good to talk about it. It's really good to hear about it and to really take it in, because you got to think about those times when it's like those violent moments and you really want to rage out or get something back, and you got to know, like, damn, I'm gonna have to pay for that though.
You're gonna have to pay for it.
And then you don't care, but do you really not care?
That brings tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
I have moments because no matter how polished you are, you are you.
Yep.
Right? And people think that you can separate you from you. That's just not how
Right.
this thing
That's
works.
right.
You heal and you decide to make different choices.
Right.
And you decide to be your own master and not let your anger, let others
Right.
be your master.
Right.
But it doesn't change the fact that if you have a quick temper, that exists there.
Yeah,
still.
exactly.
So I have moments where I'm like, this person deserves a spanking.
Deserves this whole other version of me.
They deserve this spanking. But do I deserve the karma
Exactly.
that's going to come to me once I give this spanking? And that is the thing that makes me fall back today.
That's the messed up part about
But
it,
it
man.
brings tears to my eyes every single time. You don't you understand. I talk to you about it, but I really, like, I rage inside because it's like, yo, why do I have to deal with things that I don't deserve? But some of the things are not about whether you deserve it. Some of the things are about what you're going to get from it and how it's going to help whatever you need to do going forward.
Everything is about management, right? Thank you for sharing that. It's like, are you ready for that next stage? So you changing these ways. Let's see. We're gonna put this
That
agitator in front of you to
test.
see before you get to that. Before you get to that advanced class, because at the end of the day, it's not our job to provide someone with their karmic experience.
Absolutely.
Nature does that. They're already. It's not on. They're already doing it. So I've never been the one that wish bad on somebody, because I'm like, damn, you're gonna have to pay for that. I feel sorry for you. You're gonna have to pay for that. Either through your conscience, your internal turmoil, what's going on in your mind. Things are gonna happen. You're gonna have to pay for that. You know what I mean? But it's something that I never wished on somebody or out loud. But however, it's so hard when you think about entangling yourself on somebody else's decisions for way of revenge and all of that kind of stuff. It's hard to stay away from that.
Even if you're not going to allow your ego to take charge,
Right.
it still exists.
Yep.
And so you still have all of these different components you're fighting with. It's like ego is saying, nah, this person needs that lesson.
Yeah.
You need to give it to me.
Yeah. Right. That's
You
ego.
know what I mean? That's all
Yeah,
ego.
your ego ain't never
That's all
helped.
ego. And it has its positive purposes, but not in the space
Not,
of
not,
anger.
yeah,
and,
exactly.
And,
That's what I meant.
yeah.
Yeah.
So karma is absolutely fair.
Yep.
It's absolutely real. And it can work in your favor or work against you, but it's all up to you.
It's all up to you.
That driver's seat.
That driver's seat, yeah. You attract you attract who you are, not what you want, and that's just what karma is. Is what you are at this time is not what you want. I want it on a lower level, but it's a big level to me. I don't know if it was this morning or last night that I realized something. It's something. Okay, so during the pandemic, credit got bad. You know what I mean? Money was looking crazy and all that. So my credit, I had to figure that out. And it was this one card that I'm like, damn, like I made them, I was trying to keep it and I made a mistake with the payments and they shut me off. I'm like, damn, they wasn't there for me. Like I made a mistake, and they shut me off. And when I hit them, I was like, yo, this is what I'm saying. I did it. They say, well, your file is always open. You could come back to us and you could reapply again. I'm like, all right. I'm like, well, I'm gonna fix my credit and I come back to them because I know they're not gonna approve me now. It's either in or I'm out. So as soon as I was able to, I really took some time to really work on building my credit. Right now, over shopping and stuff, like getting that together. And recently I applied for something and I didn't realize who the parent company was. And I wanted this card. I was like, oh, I want something that gives points for vacations and stuff where you could earn, not be using all your money. You could get free money if you use it right. I got this card. I was like, it gives all these bonus points and stuff. I said, yo, babe, this is what I wanted. This is the company. She's like, you didn't see it on? I said, I didn't put 2 and 2 together that for the last 5 years, these are the benefits and this is the card that I wanted. And it's here now. And it's like 5 times more than what I had before. Absolutely. And I work towards that. But it's like, that's what karma is. Like, get yourself out the thing. Like, make the right decisions. And I made sacrifices, the right decisions, and they came back, and I didn't even realize it.
Congratulations.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt good. So I just want to keep getting it together.
The payback, a positive payback when you did the work.
Yeah. Yep. It ain't feel good paying it. It ain't feel good. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
yeah, but
it's a part
but
of
actually,
the
it did.
The process is always a little more uncomfortable.
Right.
But
the reward
is lit.
How you act shapes who you become and what you experience, and that's karma.
Absolutely. I'm Mahogany.
I'm Ish.
And this is Culture Currency.
Well, culture
is the value.
Make sure to like, subscribe,
share, and comment.
Peace.
You mad silly.